We're going to get us a reading for the sign. Wait a minute now. We're going to get us a reading, all right, for the sign of Leo. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button. So I'm going to cut the deck, and we're going to get into it with the main energy for the sign of Leo. Now, Leo, bottom of the deck, we got drifting apart. So it says the connection between you and someone is fading. It's getting that you growing bored. You know what I mean? You and somebody who you may have once had some type of fun connection with seem to be growing distant or something like that. You know, the same old things that you used to find, you know, entertaining seems to be losing its spark or something like that. Yeah. So, first two cards flip together, baby. We got boundaries respected and playing both sides. So, somebody is more so presenting themselves like they respecting boundaries, you know? Like they respect somebody's personal boundaries. But, again, this is the type of person that's more so two-faced. They tend to play both sides. Somebody just adjusts to being whatever it is that they need to be for whatever environment it is that they in. In all actuality, this person hides their truth. I'm hearing identity issues. Yeah, somebody don't know how to be all the way honest with how they feel. Yeah, you got love triangle and spilling the beans. So it seemed like somebody finna spill the beans about some type of love triangle or something like that. That was going on, Leo. Somebody had some type of hidden emotions entangled. This may have been a situation where you had some type of karmic lessons that you had to learn or something like that. Okay. So you're going to find out somebody been playing both sides. They've been faking when they said they was respecting boundaries. Look, protect your heart in the reverse. Karmic lesson. You didn't protect your heart with this person. You were vulnerable with this person. You was open with this person. And they backstabbed you or something like that, Leo. Damn. Okay. We got holding back. So, yeah, we got it understood that they was holding back. Look, confession. Rumor has it. Shit. Somebody been sneaking and geeking, Leo. Look. Trust the process. Group dynamics. So, something is changing. You know what I mean? When it came to whatever, again, group dynamic somebody had going on. This is making me feel like it was more than one person that was aware of the creeping that was going on, you know, and it seeming like this shit about to come out or something like that. But either way it go, you was being vulnerable with somebody and they was holding back from you, you know. They wasn't even fully being open. And see, yeah, it's something about you trying to trust the process. You trying to be patient, you know, but some shit just never really, you know, unfolded properly. It seemed like you grew distant instead of growing together. And then rumor has it that somebody got some love triangle shit. They got something else going on or something like that. Okay. Okay. So, what's these boundaries respected? You got it's complicated. So somebody want to tell you that it's complicated, right? They was being fake because they was trying to play their role, is what it is. They want to say it seems complicated, see, because somebody, again, was trying to play two roles at one time, but it really wasn't complicated. They was being fake. What's going on with this complicated? What makes it so complicated, Spirit? Past life echoes. See, that's what I'm saying. Somebody really felt like they resonated with another person. Like I had somebody say something to me like that, you know, like that they was more so lusting after one of their family members' partner type thing because they felt like they was connected with their partner. They felt like it was a, you know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, you know, that's okay, you know. You know, some shit be wild sometimes, but it be wild sometimes. Look, bridging the differences, and that's what I'm saying. They thought they was just going to play both sides, and they was going to be able to be okay. You know, they was going to fit perfectly in the middle type shit. Cultural differences, both challenges and growth. Yeah, they was trying to learn something different. Right, temporary distance. See, so it's giving me that maybe it was some type of distance or something like that between you and another individual, and somebody seen, you know, their way to slide in or something. I don't know what's going on with this distance, push and pull dynamic. So it seemed like you put distance between yourself because there was some type of imbalances. Something was causing for, like, your emotions to be, you know, unstable. It was a lot of hot and cold energy. Drifting apart. You ain't fucking with it is what it's giving me. I'm hearing that you tired of drama or something like that. I don't know if somebody be bickering a lot or complaining a lot, or it's somewhat like some type of lack mindset that somebody has where they quick to acknowledge the negative before they even consider, you know, the positive type energy. What's going on with this drifting apart? What? You got uncovered truth. So it seemed like you might be, you know, figuring out something that was hidden about this person or something like that. And now you starting to view them differently than how you was viewing them. It's a protective shell, path unknown, authentic self. So it seems like you starting to guard yourself with this protective shell energy because you unaware if, you know, you and this person can continue on going forward. It's something about, you know, you wanting to show your authentic self. Or somebody wanting to show their authentic self or something. This is even giving me if it was something hidden. Like somebody is more so pushing another person to put them out in the forefront or something like that. What's going on with this uncovered truth? What was uncovered with this truth? Bad influence and intrigue. So what was uncovered is that somebody was actually influencing you in a negative way. Somebody just really wanted to get to know you. So this makes me feel like a person may have lied to you or something like that simply just to get close to you, to spark your interest. You know how you had like pickup lines and stuff like that? Somebody had a pickup lie type shit. And it's simply because they was intrigued, you know. They wanted to, again, know you better. But that's why this spark ain't holding firm now, you know, because there never was a spark. Somebody simply just was playing both sides. What's going on? Look, unexpected news. Talking about it's complicated. That's what this person want to tell you. They don't want to flat out just say it was a lie. You know what I mean? It's giving this unexpected because you really believe this person. Look, they came to you with a facade of concern. Somebody came to you like, and it's really giving with whatever it is that somebody came to you with. It may have targeted you on like an internal level. Maybe it was some type of triggers or something like that. You know what I mean? But somebody really was hiding like why they was really there. And that may have been unexpected to you. You know what I mean? What's going on? Right, you got a silent understanding when it comes to this bridge and these differences. It's something with some type of body language or something like that. Somebody may have presented themselves in one manner, but then it's like the gestures that they were given was signaling something else or something. You got unmasking motives when it comes to this temporary distance. So it's something about as soon as, you know, you was able to get enough space between you and another individual or something like that, then, you know, these motives begin to come out. The motives begin to surface. Look, family ties with this push and pull dynamic. Somebody might have a family in their ear, you know, influencing them or something like that, was making different comments. This may have been a family member of yours which said something. Look, confession, that's what I'm saying. With this drifting apart, you may have had a family member tell you something or something about an individual or make a comment. What's going on with this confession? Authentic vibes when it comes to this uncovering the truth. So somebody lied again, and the whole time it's given that you really had some type of authentic vibes with somebody. Truth of the matter. It's giving a family member hating. Look, ulterior motives. That's what I'm saying when it comes to this bad influence. They was hating. They was hating. Now, what they was hating for, you know, I don't know. It could be plenty of different reasons. Look, but they was keeping up appearances. Simply because they was intrigued by you. This may have been somebody that you was dealing with, family member. I don't know, Leo. You might done got yourself involved in some shit or something like that. Yeah, but see, this person was trying to keep up appearances. They really had some type of hidden motives. They really had that eye on you the whole time or something like that. What's going on? Yeah, look what the group dynamics is shifting. Trust in the process. See, this person thought that they was going to present themselves, you know, and then something was eventually going to grow. You know, first they had to present themselves, and then you was eventually going to grow to like, love, you know what I mean? Something like that again. But the situation got real complicated. When it came to these group dynamics shifting again, somebody was faking this concern. They really wasn't concerned at all. They just wanted to be in your face, wanted to see how you was going to respond or something like that. Look, silent resentment with this silent understanding. It's a whole lot of fucking silence while we talking about bridging differences. Yeah. It's something about somebody trying to trust the process, and the more that they did, they began to get, like, dissatisfied. Like, somebody really didn't like how something was going. You got this joint evolution and attachment issues. See, it's like somebody really didn't know exactly why they were growing together when it comes to this unmasking these motives. It's like something was supposed to be growing together, but how is it growing together if it's temporary distance? Like, it really didn't make sense, you know. And truth be told, somebody had some type of attachment issues when it came to, you know, some family ties. And this push and pull, this going back and forth. You know how you have, like, rivalry within family and shit like that? Yeah. You got unspoken desires, right? So that's what somebody want to confess. You know, their inner desires, what they was hiding. Somebody don't want to hear it, though, with this cold shoulder. Look, because they was hoping for an authentic vibe. Yeah. You got authentic self with this keeping up appearances. Somebody fake. They was being fake. They wasn't being their true self. They was trying to get another person to give somebody else the cold shoulder so that they have more room to do what it is that they wanted to. See, look, public exposure, hidden agenda, exposing lies. That's what I'm saying. See, when it came to this public exposure, that's why somebody was just trying to keep up appearances. They couldn't let you know what they really was there for. But when it came to this love triangle, they really had a hidden agenda. Trust the process, unexpected news. See, this hidden agenda. Now we got some type of lies coming out. When it comes to this group dynamic, the role that somebody actually played. Right, unfiltered truth in the reverse. See, with this silent resentment, somebody really felt a certain type of way toward another person, and they didn't express that. Instead, they masked it with some type of lies, some type of get back. Look, control issues in the reverse when it came to this joint evolution. Somebody really wasn't trying to control anything. Somebody wasn't trying to control nothing. It's something with, again, these motives being unmasked with this temporary distance. Like somebody really just needed space to breathe, see? And another person was being two-faced when it came to these attachment issues with these family ties. Somebody was being deceitful and then smiling in another person's face. Look, double standards. When it came to these unspoken desires, they was doing shit to somebody that another person better not do to them. Crossing paths in the reverse with this cold shoulder. And now, like, somebody is not seeing another person. Not even crossing paths, no encounters, no nothing. Look, adventure awaits. Because somebody was being fake. Somebody holding on to their bootstraps. So what's going on? Gossip spread in the reverse. So something ain't being spread right now. But again, there's some type of public exposure. Some type of private matters that could get exposed. That's why somebody is trying to keep face and make it like, again, man, somebody on some bullshit. But what's this spilled beans? What these beans gonna get spilled about? Somebody's support circle. Somebody in somebody's support circle had a hidden agenda. Yeah, what was this hidden agenda about? Oh, what was that? Mixed signals. support circle, mixed signals. Some was unclear. Some was confusing when it came to these lies being exposed. What's going on? You got friendship testing, pushing boundaries. So somebody was trying to test another person's friendship. See? And that's what it was that they wasn't being honest about. And they was pushing boundaries. Trying to make it seem like they wasn't trying to control the situation. Trying to make it seem like, you know, they was trying to get something to grow together. They was trying to come together with somebody or something like that. While somebody was at temporary distance with them. Look, path unknown. See, somebody was being two-faced. With this path ahead, it's like, you know, they was... You know how something seemed like it could be okay, but it's questionable with this two-faced energy? Yeah. Somebody felt like they was just going to run their best fate as long as they can run it. What's going on with that? Right. Partial truths when it came to these double standards. All these unspoken desires. Somebody didn't want to be honest and just say that they was drifting apart from a person. They was holding on to some type of expectations of not crossing paths with another person. Or something about somebody not knowing that they crossed paths with an individual and them not receiving, you know, the cold show. Like somebody just was playing a lot of different games. A whole lot of different games. Right. Keeping secrets. That's what I'm saying with this adventure away. Somebody was keeping motherfucking secrets. Look, smoke and mirrors. Everything is not what it appears to be with this gossip in the reverse. It's giving somebody told somebody something and they took it and they holding on to it. Some gonna come out in the open though again with this keeping up appearances. Somebody being fake. Look, pretending to be fine when it comes to these karmic lessons, this support circle. Somebody did some shit that they know they ain't had no business doing. Look, quiet contentment. And then still trying to be quiet just to keep the peace. But it's something about these mixed signals. Again, you can feel the uncertainty and the energy, the tension. Because somebody is, they iffy about these lies being exposed when it comes to these group dynamics. And this whole fake ass facade of concern that they put on. Look, they was really just keeping tabs when it came to this friendship test. Keeping a close eye on you. Somebody was lying. Look, mind games in the reverse. It wasn't no motherfucking mind games. They legit was pushing your boundaries. Right. New perspective. You seeing this shit differently now. Right. The real story. The real story. Is that somebody was lying. They was telling partial truths. They was trying to look double-cross energy on the bottom of the deck. Trying to get some shit off on you that they would never allow you to do to them. Keeping up appearances. Unexpected revelation. Somebody was expecting for you not to come across somebody, not to have a conversation, not, you know, they was expecting a whole lot just to keep these secrets from you. And now somebody want to clear the air. Clear the air about these secrets that they've been keeping, because rumor has it that this person really ain't trusting you like they used to no more. Smoke and mirrors with these appearances. Yeah, it's even giving somebody hearing something from another individual that they feel like they should have heard from somebody else, you know what I mean? It's something with somebody running their mouth. But again, with this doubt in the surface, like somebody was being real vulnerable. They was being open with somebody. They learned their lesson. And now, you know, somebody ain't sure if they could trust you, but they still pretending to be okay when it comes to this support circle. See, they don't know if they could trust you because they feel like you done found them out with this overthinking. It's something about you being able to feel this person doing this overthinking. These thoughts and emotions are entangled leading up. Yeah. This shit ain't so peaceful no more. Now, look, that's what I'm saying with the unspoken tensions. This keeping tabs. Somebody is watching another person. Watching them. And ain't really saying nothing. What's going on with these unspoken tensions? You got loyal or not in the reverse. Somebody knows somebody that's loyal. They ain't loyal at all. Ain't no mind games. They legit was pushing boundaries. They was on some bullshit. Look, shocking discovery. Whole new perspective now. Whole new perspective. Somebody don't know how they gonna be able to play this shit. Because, again, they was being two-faced. And now they got some type of attachment issues or family ties when it comes to some, whatever the fuck, they done got themselves tied up with a motherfucker. Look, jealousy. The real story is a motherfucker was jealous. That was the real story, period. Partial truths, double standards. Yeah. They was doing a whole lot of comparing themselves. It was a whole lot of drama within this circle. What's going on with this jealousy issues? Oh, circle of drama in the reverse with this unexpected revelation. Okay, so it's giving somebody giving another person a cold shoulder because they wasn't with that drama shit. You know, again, protective shell. Yeah, clear the air. Somebody decided to protect themselves. Because they knew that another person was keeping secrets from them. When it came to this adventure away, somebody really wasn't being themselves. It was like they was just waiting to pop out the bag with whoever it was, you know what I mean? Right. That they wanted to be. Who they really was, you know, who the fuck this was. And that's a inner conflict double cross. That's what I'm saying. It's something about this inner conflict when it comes to the decisions making. Because you was in your protective shell and rumor has it is that this motherfucker done double crossed you. Somebody wasn't who they presented themselves to be. Yeah. It's something about you having to check your ego. Breaking news, ego check, testing limits, safe space, spreading positivity, shared experiences, holding back, inner circle, new alliances. See, somebody was being fake about who they was and they was holding back. But it's something about them trying to make some type of new alliances due to them feeling left out. Or something like that. I don't. There's some weird ass high school shit, Leo. But that was your read.